Well, I'm here at the Røde booth, and we've got a bunch of new products, and Ryan here is going to just kind of run us through and show us what we got.
Cool, so welcome to the booth here at NAB 2023. This is actually the biggest product drop we've ever done at a single show. I'm just going to very quickly go over each of the different products, and then I'll dive in detail. So first of all, we have the PodMic USB. So it's just like our original PodMic, but we've added USB functionality. It has a lot of digital signal processing, very similar to a Rodecaster channel on board. And what's really cool is that you can use it XLR, you can use it USB into your computer, but you can also connect it straight into your iPhone because it is MFI compatible. So for content creators who are looking to either have a remote interviewee sound just like they do on their podcast, they can recommend a PodMic USB, or even if you're a solo creator, it's perfect. Next we have the Rode Streamer X. Now this is our very first video device that we've ever released, and basically it is a 4K capture card. Now I apologize because you're going to be on camera here as well. 4K capture card, a really high-end audio interface, and it also has the smart pads from the Rodecaster series so that you can do voice effects, mixer actions, sound effects, playback, and it's super compact and powerful. So basically all-in-one solution for streamers or for anyone who's looking to elevate their audio and video at the same time. Even if it's just for your Zoom calls, it's the perfect device. Next we have the Rodecaster Duo. Now everyone by now is pretty familiar with the Rodecaster Pro 2, which in conjunction with the original Rodecaster Pro revolutionized the podcasting world. The Rodecaster Duo is a more compact version of the Rodecaster Pro 2. It has all of the same powerful digital features, has dual USB hosting, Bluetooth capability for connection. It gives you all the different smart pads, voice effects, all of that kind of amazing functionality, but in a smaller package size. So the difference is that you have 2 physical microphone inputs and 2 headphone outputs, but what you also get as a new feature is a headset input. So with a TRRS style jack, any gaming style headset, you can connect it straight into the Rodecaster Duo without any trouble, and you get an additional input for that. So on board, you can kind of dive through, and for those not familiar with the Rodecaster series, you can basically reformat the mixer however you like. All of the different mixer channels can be reassigned to different inputs. Another thing that is introduced in the Rodecaster Duo is the ability to directly host Rode wireless systems on the unit itself. So any Rode Series 4 wireless, which is the Rode Wireless Go 2 or Rode Wireless Me system, you can connect directly to the Rodecaster Duo without needing a receiver at all because the receivers are built into the Duo. Now this is where it gets really interesting for those of you who are Rodecaster Pro 2 users. Now Rodecaster Pro 2 has additional channels, additional faders, but for anyone interested in the wireless connectivity, you already have wireless receivers on board your unit if you own a Rodecaster Pro 2, and in the next couple of days we're announcing a firmware update that will unlock that functionality, which is another one of the releases here at NAB, is the ability to unlock wireless connectivity on your Rodecaster Pro 2. Now another couple of things that have come out very recently from Rode, actually before I go past that, another NAB launch is the Wireless Go 2 charge and protection case. So a lot of people out there have been asking us for a charging case for the Wireless Go 2 system. So what we've created is not just a charging case, but also a storage and protection case. There's a lot of different charging case solutions out there that are really plasticky, snap fit. If you drop them, they'll fall apart. We wanted something that was really bulletproof. So we've got a zip case solution. It's designed to be in and out of your kit bag constantly. It'll give you up to 3 recharges of a Wireless Go 2 system. Now the Wireless Go 2s have 7 hours of battery life on each transmitter and receiver. So in a typical situation, it's going to be weeks and weeks, if not months, before you really need to recharge this thing if you're going in and out of the charging case. Now there's a couple of other really cool things that we've announced. Wireless Go 2 users for a long time have been asking us for the ability to trigger recordings from the TX, start and stop. And now we have that functionality with the Wireless Go 2. With the firmware update that we've announced today, you can simply press a button to trigger a recording to start, and you can see the LEDs will turn off and then slowly go brighter. That means that I'm now recording. If I press that button again, they will go from bright to dim, and that means that I've stopped the recording. What's really nice about that is that I can now also host recordings straight on a Mac or a PC. If you plug it in, you can drag WAV files straight off the Wireless Go 2. It's another feature that a lot of people have been requesting. And of course, here at Rode, we always like to make our products better and better over time. So if you have a Rode mic, you can always be confident that we're working constantly on making our products better, even for ones that you bought maybe quite a long time ago. Now we also have another really cool thing, which is the Rodecaster backpack. So check this out. Now there's a lot of amazing camera bags out there in the world, but there's not so many great audio bags that are available. And so we thought that we would make the ultimate bag for podcasters and audio professionals that want to be able to cart around their Rodecaster Pro or similar kind of setups. So this is designed to be able to fit a Rodecaster Pro, a Rodecaster Pro 2, Rodecaster Duo. You can adjust the positions, you can store additional kit, you can keep your cables in here. And then we also have in the front the ability to store your microphones all in dedicated pockets, so you can put 4 different mics in here as well as other equipment. You can store your PSA 1 boom arms in the side and strap them in. You can even stash your headphones on the front of the bag. And then of course it has a laptop and notebook section. It's all super premium materials, as you can see, from Alcantara to ballistic nylon. It's going to last a lifetime, and it is insanely comfortable. And it's $149 and available very, very soon. One more thing I wanted to talk about is a microphone that we released quite recently called the NT1 5th generation. Now this is the world's first 32-bit floating point microphone. So anyone who's used a microphone in the studio knows that setting the gain correctly so that you don't get clipping or you don't set it too low so it gets noisy is really important. With the NT1 5th generation in 32-bit float mode, we've basically deleted the need for a gain knob. You set it up and you can plug it in either XLR if you want your standard workflow, but for 32-bit floating point audio, you can actually connect a USB-C into the dual connect system that we've created for the NT1 5th gen. And basically, you can just record without even having to reach for the gain knob, and you will have perfect audio every time. Because what we basically have is headroom that will match the capsule's dynamic range. So you can record up to 142 dB, all the way down to the noise floor of only 4 dB, which is the quietest studio condenser mic in the world. And it means that you will always get perfect audio every single time, as long as your mic technique is right. Now, another thing, final thing that I'll highlight is the Wireless Me and the Rode Capture app. So a lot of you will be familiar with the Wireless Me system that we released very recently, a couple of weeks ago. And there is a free app on the App Store right now called Rode Capture that if you're on the iOS platform, go and download it. It is a really amazing app for being able to create content on your smartphone. What it gives you is some unique features around using both of your cameras at the same time, but it also gives you full control over your audio whenever you're recording. So this Wireless Me is what you're listening to right now. I've got a second Wireless Me system here just to demonstrate. Now you can see on my screen here that in the Rode Capture app, I have the ability to control the gain assist modes on the Wireless Me. I have the ability to set either merged or split channels, and I can control the Me mic. Now what makes the Wireless Me really awesome is the fact that you have a Me mic on the receiver to pick up the person who's actually shooting, as well as the content that you're shooting on the other direction. Now, one of the really cool applications for that is to be able to shoot in dual camera mode, either picture-in-picture or split view. So I can set this to split view, and now I can record myself, and I can also record whatever's in front of the camera. And what's really cool about this is that it'll automatically turn on the receiver mic when I'm in split view mode if I set it to automatic Me mic mode. So makes it really handy for if you're shooting this kind of content. I can go from dual cam to a picture-in-picture, and I can move the picture-in-picture to wherever's convenient. But what's really cool as well is that if I go into the menus here, I can record, instead of just recording this frame, I can actually record separate files. So if I separate the files and start a recording, basically what will happen here is that it will create not one video, but actually 2 videos at full frame in 4K. So I've just recorded a really short segment here. I'm going to go into my gallery view, and this will record straight into your camera roll. So if I open this up now, you can see that I have the front camera and I have the rear camera both of them have been recorded simultaneously with different audio from the Me mic or from the actual transmitter. So the wireless Me is super easy content creation solution. With the gain assist technology, it basically makes sure that your levels always sound great no matter how you're recording. And that's what we have for NAB 2023 here at Røde. Thanks for getting through the whole video. I hope that you did.